To our live stream here on Twitch and Lee Chess. Hopefully my microphone is working. Welcome to our friends, Astrobate and Mr. Coffee. Good to see you guys. Long stream tonight. Extended stream. It's like a dual stream with game analysis for an hour and a half and All-Star Arena, if I live that long, from 8 to 10. So 1.5 hours game analysis with the subscribers here, and then on to the All-Star Arena with my friends. Okay, so what's up, guys? I've got a short list. If you're on my short list, we're going over your game. Astrobate, WJ Loof, LVN, and Yabatis. That's all I've got. 4 games, and we have time for up to 6. So there's still not too late for Mr. Slow or some such character, because we're not playing games today, troll. I'm gonna have a lot of games later. I'm playing a whole arena full of games. I need to conserve all the energy I can. Thanks very much, troll. All right, let me get some water. Limited resources, Mr. Troll. Marshalling my energies. I'm gonna do some meditation until we get a donation for the stream, or someone subscribes. That should be my new shtick. I'll just meditate on stream. Yeah, sir. We'll just meditate on stream until someone makes a donation. Be a good deal. I'll be here waiting a long time. Alright, guys. Astrobate is up first. Where's your game, man? Damn it. I wanted the message, not a study. Alright. That's not it. That's it. Thursday commentary stream. Blitz Chess Astrobate versus the Evil Meister. Is this correct? It sounds new. I feel like we've got lag, but I restarted my computer twice today. Yeah, ping is up to 185, 151. That's a little concerning. 142. Do you think temperature affects ping? Because it's got a little hotter here. Just not sure. Now we're dropping down. 95, 90. Yeah, that's right. You go down. Seemed a little high to me. Alright. I know a lot about computers. Astrobate's up against the Evil Meister. Hungarian Mester. So, okay, Astrobate is white. The graph, I always hate when the graph just makes me biased toward analyzing the game. It's better to have it turned off. Let me turn off the engine, turn off the graph. Labordine. So E4, E6. Good choice against Astrobate. Anything closed? By the way, I'm drinking a Summersby watermelon cider for the summer. Summersby. And I am not paid to represent them in any way. I just thought I'd let you guys know what we're drinking. Cheers. Watermelon cider. Cool, huh? It actually, I like it a lot better than traditional sort of apple cider. So, E4. Why is this doing this? Dude, the game is just going by itself. Does anybody understand why this is happening? It has a mind of its own. What in the world just happened? Is that my mouse? Some sort of auto mode? Mr. Coffee, any clue? Why am I just scroll through? A key got stuck? This has been happening some weird stuff today. And I've got, that is weird. I had a couple analysis games today where moves played themselves on the board when I was analyzing. It just totally spoiled the whole game. I don't understand if it's my mouse or Lichess or the keyboard or what just did that. Maybe I should use the keyboard instead of my mouse for a break. Alright. Try anything. Blame it on the cat. I'm afraid my processor may need to cool down. Extremely hot here. So F4. Alright, this is not a really standard move against the French, but how bad can it be? Now, what would possess someone to play knight e7? Because you played f4? He's gonna make, like, you make a weird move, I'll make a weird move. That's Evil Master's. Evil Master's premise. You don't think knight e7 is weird? It's played in the normal French. One of my friends here, who's a 2200 player from Germany. I mean, you don't think knight e7 is weird, Mr. Coffee? Oh, you think it's weird. You agree you think it's weird. I thought by that 97 question mark weird, you thought it wasn't weird. But you know, I've seen it here. E4, E6, D4, D5, knight C3. Is it knight C3, 97? That's like never played. Maybe against the advanced variation. It is played. I must have been thinking of this. You will sort of occasionally see it here in the advanced variation. It makes some sense. Outpost on F5. But I agree, it's really strange here. It's obstructing this bishop. That's a huge problem. And the knight has no clear path. Knight f3 is good. And then c6. I mean, black should try d5. After d5, and what's our best move? Yeah, knight h6 is not worse, probably. Troll, why are you challenging me to another game again? Troll's trying to become a literal troll. Alright. We're here to analyze chess. That's what the Thursday stream is for. So, maintaining the center. Like, I would like to play d3 here. If I could, theoretically. The only problem is that you would have to forfeit your right to castle. But I like the arrangement of this pawn killing the knight on e7. I think even here white is better. If I flick on the engine, yeah, the engine thinks that white is better still. So even that's like, I think, reasonable. Any other move almost sort of justifies knight e7. Knight c3, de4, for example, knight e4 like these guys played with the knight on f5. White's still better. But at least the knight sorted itself out to a useful position on f5. Okay, c6 is a bad move. d4, not the only move, but it looks okay. And then knight g6, which is rubbish. This is rubbish in the trash heap. The trash heap of chess moves. It's a very bad position for the knight. You could try to rush it with h4, h5. But my gut instinct is that white should just stick with purposeful development with bishop d3. I like bishop d3. h4 is an alternative. But I prefer your move. And it's a little late for d5. It would have been nice to play d5 when the knight was actually aiming at that square. LVN, welcome. I got your analysis game. Thanks, guys, for joining us. We're going to do some game analysis till 8, and then from 8 to 10, I'm playing in the All-Star Arena. 3+2. Some friends. So, I sent the game. I did get it. Yep. So, castles, I don't like. While it's not bad, I'm not sure it's optimal. I mean, it feels like we want this avalanche. The avalanche. Playing for f5, avalanche. That's the break. It's like c5 in the King's Indian. However, this is not a mistake. Not a clear mistake, castles. Black should take on e4. But he plays this very strange move. Now the proverbial choice between taking and pushing. I don't know, Asterbait. If you take, and he's able to play like knight d7, knight f6, and plop a knight on e4, it may get so close that it's difficult to make progress. This is a much stronger move, like spatially in the long term. But for a player who likes open positions, it's interesting to try this. We need like a guarantee we can break through. I mean, we're trading a very powerful pawn. We're trading a very powerful pawn for a kind of weak pawn. Bad exchange when it comes to pawn for pawn here. The computer likes it. This is also good, but would require an extremely long-term strategy from white, involving a future g4, most likely. Matter of style, maybe, if you prefer closed position or open. So, alright, takes. Turn off this computer. I wanted to get its opinion. And now knight c3. It's like a Stonewall Dutch, where the knight on c3 is badly placed in this position. Obviously, rook e1 check. I'm sure Asterbait considered checks. My problem is that, you know, black just like interpose a piece, and it just doesn't seem like white has anything concrete here. I just don't know, what do we have, really, at the end of the day. With the e5, I feel like we have more of a long-term advantage. I'm not sure what the engine wanted to play. Something with like knight g5, maybe? Knight g5, knight e6. There is this. So I think that's something you could understand, Asterbait. If castles were really good, even knight h7, winning a clear pawn with queen h5 check, I presume. Yeah. If you don't see this, though, and the other idea is that the knight's coming to e6. It's a bad exchange, actually, to trade off his bad bishop, but f5 will be weak. Yeah, I mean, the other option for black is to walk, you know, start walking your king, but this is not viable because f5's hanging. f7 walks into the checks again, which looks kind of dangerous. So black just doesn't really have a good choice. Instead, he played this, which is a bad square. The knight is dominated by the c6 pawn. It's maneuver to e2. There's really no nowhere to go. So it's a bad choice. This knight actually has a hard time. I mean, it's going to have to like wait for the other knight to get mobilized and launched, and then it can go to f3. I'm thinking here now we have almost nothing because of castles. I mean, it looks like some sort of weird Petrov or French exchange where both sides have played f4, f5. White has some tiny theoretical advantage with the knight on e5, but it's so blocked, I don't know what I would do. I want to pull my hair out, trying to get an advantage here. Very, very tough. So that check was the golden opportunity. Azerbaijan didn't take it. And now black plays this. It's a crazy move to have your king in the center and be playing that move. I mean, obviously, queen h5 is possible. We presume that black has g6. It doesn't do anything. It's like queen h5 check g6. Maybe queen h6, but then bishop f8. And I've got bad news. It looks like black has at least to draw by repetition here. After queen g5, bishop e7. That's pretty awkward. You have to agree to a draw at the minimum. So you would have had to come back here, and then black has time to... Maybe black still has a problem. Because now the knight is trapped. I get it, LVN. Did you see all that? The knight is actually trapped now. I didn't realize the knight was going to get trapped. So maybe he is winning with queen h5 check. Wow. Okay, then black must consider what? There's no other moves. King e7 is mate in 1. King f8 is mate in 1. g6, so that's cute. g6, queen e2, and we have g3, and there's no way to stop it. Wow. Just game over. You can't save the knight. So he played this, but this just loses immediately. Obviously. Just collecting pieces. Nothing to see here, folks. Move along. Acerbate dismissing his opponent. Dispatching would be a better word. If there was a mate, he had a very high percentage chance of finding it. But basically you're up 3 pawns for nothing. And a rook. Nothing much. A subtle threat. Quick and painless. Oof. Another piece. He managed to lose all of his pieces, one after another. That's vicious. And now? Where's the mate? Queen e6. My tactics puzzle instincts. Queen g7 is the same. Same quickness. Queen e6 also. Either way. Nice. Alright, Asterbate, good game. 14 center pawn loss, 3 inaccuracies. Welcome to my stream, guys. We're doing some game analysis. Then I'm going to play in a 3-2 arena for your edification and entertainment. International Master William Pascal. This is my Thursday analysis stream, followed by All-Star 3+2 arena. I'm trying to get myself a little bit faster so I have some credible results. So a little bit more credible results, so I do make the disclaimer that my play sucks when it's like a weekday, 8 p.m. because I'm tired from working. Chess players who don't have jobs have a distinct advantage. Alright guys, next game. WJ Loof. I'm missing Mr. Slowhand this week. Maybe he's on vacation. Yeah, WJ Loof. WJ Loof was next. Fueled by coffee for what is now my 48th hour at work. Fun game. Alright. Venus and Furs. Isn't that a band? Jim's here. What's up, Jim? Radagast. Mr. Coffee, when did you make that that gift sub? Who did you give it to? Was it a community gift sub? Poor Jim is here. LOL. Working all the time. I know how it feels. No energy left to play. Bob's troll. That's James. Jim and James. What is Jim in Greek? I don't think I ever asked you that. Alright, Radagast as well here. Guys, please support the stream. I've got gift subs from Aldisto and Mr. Coffee this week. You gave it to... Oh. He was able to land a job after a long while. We got donations from WJ Loof, Jim, and Osmirs. Who else? WJ Loof 400, Jim with 300, Osmirs 200, Asterbait 200, Oms on Twitch 123, and G Spots Spites 100. I think I missed when he donated that yesterday. So Dimitri, what is Dimitri in English? Is it really Jim? James and Dimitri? Troll's asking for István is Steve in Hungarian. Not sure you would guess that. Alright, let me flip the board. When Demetrius went to US to work? You mean our Dimitri? Oh, when Dimitri's like a people. There's so many Dimitris in Greece that they have their own like national identity as a people. Voting block. Alright. So this is WJ Loof playing... I flipped it unnecessarily. WJ Loof playing black against Venus and Furs. D4, D5. Good to see classical chess. Jimmy the Greek. Good one. Mr. Coffee. Famous sports commentator. Wow. Nice. Albin. It's a shame someone on sound's not here. So Dimitri is the third most popular name in Greece. Wow. I am a little surprised it's not number one. Alright. E5. CD. This is not a normal response. Let's try to understand why the other move is preferred. This pawn on d5 is protected. The pawn on e5 is not. You know, I had a master kid that I knew when I was coming up in New Jersey years ago. He used to play a very strange line here. After takes, he would take here on c4. Mark Kernahan. And he would just play it and be sort of successful with this because no one actually understands what they're doing with white. It's like one of those moves that no one plays, that if you really if you really devoted yourself to studying it, he just did okay because he knew this like obscure sideline extremely well. But basically, white can get the upper hand there as far as I know. Jim, thanks for the donation. Even though you are poor, at least we have jobs. It's better to be poor and have a job than be poor and be unemployed. Though it's hard. It's hard to be a chess player. I'm just doing the All-Star Arena as a sort of entertainment bonus. It's hard though. Looks like a fun opening. You don't know about this, LVN? You of all people, the Gambitier? The Albin? You don't know about the Albin? Are you serious? How can you not know about the Albin? This is like 18th century chess, man. Be interesting to study when it was actually invented. One assumes it was first played by Albin. See, that's why you're doing those trolly things. Too much time in your hands makes you a troll. That's the first sign that you're a troll. Top 10 signs you're a troll. First one is that you have like a very strong need for attention. The second one is that you have too much time in your hands. Alright. There was a Star Trek reference for this. But I'm not going to bore you guys with that. Mr. Coffee would probably appreciate it. I'm not going to go into it. We already don't have enough female viewers for the stream. Chess is bad enough. We're not going to talk about Star Trek. I play chess, but in my free time, I talk about Star Trek and bowling. What do you like to do in your free time? Can you imagine your first date? What do you do? I'm a chess player. What do you do for fun? Well, I like to talk about Star Trek and sci-fi conventions and bowling. So, alright. Anyway, guys, I'm just trying to collect myself for the arena later. This is not the main move, because black can simply recapture. So, I don't think white has a better move than knight f3, actually. After this inaccuracy. The arena of pain. But I'm getting better. I'm getting faster. That 3-0 streamer battle didn't hurt me, you know. I'm tougher now. I'm getting tougher. Though the stamina factor, 8 PM is bad. You can't expect too much from me. I always set the expectations low. You can only go up when you set the expectations low. So, okay, another interesting move is bishop e4 check. But it may just like effectively trade pieces. I think his move is okay. Knight c6, you're transposing. You're like directly transposing to a Chigorin. But the move that makes the most principled sense would be ED. Destroy center. Me, C center, and destroy center. It's almost equal. And white probably has a slight edge. Wait. Now white has knight c3. This is funny. You could play e4, knight c3, bishop b4. Nikolaidis. The most common name in Greece is Ioannis, right? Is that number one? It feels like Family Feud now. Name the top 10 most popular names in Greece. Ioannis is number 2. Nah, that's not popular. So e4 is a little riskier. What else can we do here? I don't think that WJ Loof's move is bad. I kind of like knight c6. You gotta kind of like this move, you know, actually. But it's going to hinge on playing a pawn sack, right? After DE5. This is a cool idea. But you've got to base it all on an endgame up pawn down. Strapunski, 2009. It looks like good play for black, actually. I like this. No, I like knight c6. So white shouldn't take. He probably played the best move. Am I... It's weird. I keep feeling like we're transposing to the c3 Sicilian. Welcome, Rookman. Thursday night stream, game analysis, and then I'm going to be streaming a Arena 3+2. I don't take challenges today. We got a challenge from Troll. He's trolling. We're going to put him on timeout mode soon for repetitive challenges. Igor Milodinovich, the Chigorin player, here with black in one game. Knight c3 is probably best. Bishop e4 is forced. So we transpose to a kind of line with Chigorin. But it's an okay line for black, I would assume. You could still play d takes e. That'd be... It seems kind of weird to do that, but black's now committed to bishop e4. This is not unreasonable. White is probably still okay here if he plays very carefully, though I think it's dangerous. One slip and white is in trouble in this kind of endgame with his king on an open file. That wouldn't be my choice. So it's usually bishop d2, but white played this. So you got some sort of transposition going on to an e3 Chigorin. But this move is much more compact. Bauer Milodinovich. Take, e4. That seems more logical. And now knight e5. And it's a c3 Sicilian look-alike. Except in the c3 Sicilian, this pawn is gone and this pawn is gone. Which I think favors white. If the position is more open, white's threatening vicious things like bishop c4 there. If this is the worst that white had to give black in the Chigorin, then more people would play the Chigorin. Probably this variation isn't that bad. Your childhood friend was Odysseus. I don't think that's that common. Kind of arrogant name. Is that a real name? People really call themselves Odysseus? I don't know. Alright, this looks correct. So that's just analysis variation. He played e3. Wow. Nice. Quinteros versus Kavalek, 1974. WJ Loof. Interesting opening. I like the way you played it. It's all very, very okay. Through bishop g4. Playing like Lubo. Thor, like, what can they call themselves? Who's the... Thor. Successor of Magnus Carlsen. Thor Odysseus Carlsen. That's not arrogant sounding. But, no, I like the way you played this game, man. Maybe white should bail with d takes e here. Nah, dangerous. You just get the pawn back immediately. Yeah, I don't like this. I take it back. White has to be careful not to be worse now. Alright. So, you have to take on d4. Is this going to transpose to the Danish gambit? Are you kidding me? Where's someone on sound? We need him. It's going to freaking transpose to the Danish gambit. I don't believe it. And it's really messed up because someone on sound, one of our subscribers, ironically, he's not only an expert in the Albin with black, but he's an expert in the Danish gambit with white. That is mental. So literally, if you play ED4, we transpose to like the main line of the Danish. One of the main lines of the Danish. That's crazy. I like almost played this against someone on sound in a correspondence game. This is the theory. This is like the main line. for black. Bishop f3, bishop f3, and queen c4. What a weird position. And now queen b3. And I looked at this with the engine, and it actually says that white is actually still better in ascending. Like, his structure looks like it's just bad, but white has so much dynamics here. This is Velimirovich versus Tal. Yeah. Velimirovich had the audacity to play the Danish Gambit against Tal. But I mean, this is sound. This is the book recommendation for black. Oh, he worked on you? He worked with you on the Albin? One of our subscribers, someone on sound, he likes to play the Albin. He also plays the Danish with white. He's kind of an opening file. He's not here right now. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is considered to be like a solid option, but very little winning chances for black, actually. That's really crazy how you could transpose through the openings from the Albin to the Danish Gambit. That's mental. So you're supposed to take there. Isolating the pawn on d4. But this is interesting. What happens if castles? So that's what Quinteros did. Wow. That's an even more aggressive possibility. I didn't look at this. Classic battle from the 70s. What did Quinteros do? I mean, what did Lubo do? Queen a5. Oh, he actually lost. It's an upset. Kavalek would be considered a stronger player than Quinteros, for sure. They're both still alive. GF. Weird. And I gave the pawn back, but this is lame. This is lame, dude. Your opening has failed if you have to do that. That's like Kavalek admitting that he had nothing. And now he's going into like playing for a draw mode with d3. This is some crazy stuff he does here. No, he went into playing for a draw mode and lost. Wow. 2 knights versus 2 bishops. Very double-edged position. So anyways, you played instead, what? Bishop takes c3? This looks, yeah, kind of committal. Fixing white structure. Slovakian, WGM, Repkova. Turkey Farm, welcome. I never met her. She married one of the owners of ICC. Sorry that they're going to burn in crash. Not really. E4, anyway. Alright, so this is a major mistake. Fixing white structure a little bit there. So that's good for you to know. If this ever happens again, WJ Leaf, you have to take. I like Quinteros' idea with castles. That seems kind of dynamic. What does the engine say here? So this move, bishop takes c3. What is the plan? Bishop takes c3, b takes c. There's some good players here. And now they feed the pawn back. But that's basically the same thing that Kavalek did by transposition. It's the same thing. The engine actually has an amazing move. Wow. E4, theoretical novelty. I'm not really gonna be sure. So, alright. Castles here, takes, white improves the structure. Yeah, the B file is extremely dangerous. Yeah, this alone. The mobility of essential pawns, WJ Loof. You don't want to see those pawns avalanching in the center. Yeah, and in just that one move, you made a very serious mistake. Repkova was able to draw with this old dude. I think he's like an old dude. He was old back in like 1990, 1998 or something. Must be ancient now. Knight f6. I think I played that guy, Kantorek, in like 1996 in the Vienna Open. He was old then. Unless it's a different guy with the exact same name. He would be like really old now. And then this move. So this is just ridiculous. Yeah, 92. He's playing like Uber driver. Uber, are you out there? It's just too passive. Where do people post games? You can post games in the Discord channel. Good call, Asterbait. But for the stream, like, we only have a limited number of games because I'm doing the arena. So we're only going to do like 5 or 6. We probably have time for one more. If you want to just send me a personal message here on Lichess. To Sparkle Horse on Lichess. We might have time to get to it. Don't put it in the Discord. Just send me a message here. Paid mail. Alright. So this is ridiculously passive. And h5 I like, but I think I would settle for bishop e2. I don't know. I'm very concerned about white's attacking chances on the b file. I feel like you should actually be happy to trade some pieces here. Like bishop e2, queen e2, maybe rook e8. Can we do this? And if e4, do we have any kind of tricks? I'm a little bit concerned about a variation like this. Probably too strong. So you have to take first, play this position, and then try to tie him down on the blockade. And you may have enough activity. It looks like a Lasker variation of the Queen's Gambit. Just send me a message here. That's the easiest thing to do. Answering your question, just send me a message here. If you want to get the game analyzed today, you're going to have to post it where I can see it right here. Now. Okay, h5, and then this move is just crazy. So obviously, like, f3 is very dangerous. This expansion with f3, e4, I think that black is on the verge of collapse, probably after that. Wow, Peter thinks you're okay based on tactics. You could sack a piece. That's cool. You can stay alive with some kind of crazy tactic here. Takes and knight takes d4. Because positionally you're in trouble with those central pawns. You know, Lichess messages. Yeah, I mean, this is what happened. No. So bishop takes g4. This is a mistake opening the h file. HG. Now, clearly, white could just totally collapse. We talked about the b file being important. Now the whole thing is all about the h file, and you're actually faster. If it's easier, like, Rookman could post the game anywhere, and Mr. Coffee could just send it to me. So each file changes everything. How do we get over there? Queen d7. Double question mark. That's difficult to understand. That queen d7 could be a double question mark. Sometimes in the Chigorin you have to play like queen d6 in certain positions. I would have played queen d7 for sure. I mean, I don't really see a lot of other options. I don't really like a5. It's okay in general. I mean, e6 walks into d5. Unless you want to sacrifice a piece, you're in trouble. Queen d7 is easily the only logical move. I mean, sometimes you blockade like this. Yeah, you encourage c5 and then try to set up a blockade on the white squares. But I also would have made the same mistake. I don't really understand. Is this definitely a mistake? And why would queen d6? Oh, because you got a tactic based on that. So, yes, twinkle toes. If this was a tactic puzzle, I would have gotten it wrong. It's all about that. Like me, I think probably it's sort of incidental. I've been planning on getting to the H file with the queen, and I think WJ Leaf was probably thinking the same. So queen d6 would have... There would have been a two-part plan, essentially. If c5, you can either blockade or make your way to the maneuver with queen f5, queen h5. But if d5, the main point is that you have this move. It must completely hinge on that. And that frees the square at e5 for your knight. So a totally tactical-based solution to the position. You played this and now d5, and white's better. I mean, it's possible we can defend. It's possible we can even sacrifice a piece. In bullet chess, I mean, the first reaction would be something like, you know, trying to sack a piece for the open file. But I don't know. All the squares are bad. I mean, e7, b8, a5, b4. Take your choice. No really good squares. b4 is kind of interesting, but it also walks into a dangerous file. But it has potential to go there, which is positive. That's what you did. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's very precarious. Possibly you can play c5 and try to blockade, which would defend b7 laterally too. Yeah, I mean, if we had all the time in the world, honestly, sure, you could do something like that. But it does feel like white's going to have threats over here. Maybe knight before it can kind of defend, coming back to a6. I don't really like it. I don't think that b4 is bad. Now, a5 is definitely a mistake. I think you could play c5. You have a pretty stubborn position after c5. a3, knight a6. It's a bad knight, but your position remains kind of tough to crack. And you've got the h file. Even if your knight sucks, white has a hard time. I don't know if white can even defend the h file threats. So I don't think a5 is the best. Wow. This is sort of hope chessy. Like, I'm not sure. I mean, even this variation, I'm convinced by. You know, honestly, he might even be able to get out, run away. So g3 is panicky. If you play knight a6, The knight comes back to c5. You can defend and attack at the same time. I think that you're better. It just seems like you panicked a little bit. So g3. I mean, I think the white could probably play any move here. hg, fg, ignore it. Take the knight. The engine says taking with the a pawn is best. That variation we went through a little bit. It's hard to believe that h3 is that bad, though. Wow. So there is a rook sack. Unbelievable. I mean, certainly this has to come to mind. Do you have a rook sack here? I mean, you can't do like rook h2. You could even do a counter sack with rook takes f6. This has got to be like the safest move for white. Just play fg. I can't imagine that white is possibly in any danger. g3 is really desperado. Someone said desperado, right? Yeah, you just panicked too much. But wow, so the rook sack is actually good. If he takes that, yeah, it's for real. Well, I mean, taking is probably winning for black. This looks very crystal clear. Rook h8 is threatened, and there's no defense. That's game over. So, you're also not actually actively threatening immediate win, right? You would need to get one more tempo. So even with the best defense, white can't hold this. That's actually kind of surprising. So fg3. Okay, it's not 100% clear. With deep analysis, the computer thinks that black is winning. Not easy to see. But again, this attack is very strong. If he tries to take your rook. Apparently the black attack is enough. Maybe even helped by the knight on b4 controlling d3. It could be a very key factor in this position. The fact that you can't actually evacuate out to like d3. White can't evacuate out to c2 or d3. It's funny. The knight on b4 might be like a critical player in that position. Wow. So he's like lost now. This is clearly not gonna be fast enough. Just rook h8. Oh no. Okay, so rook h8, he actually has pawn takes pawn. I see. So it's not so simple. This doesn't work. So the question is, if rook h8, pawn takes g3. Oh my god. And the answer is some kind of sick move. Knight e4. Which obviously I would have seen. What? That is just sick. So knight e4, rook h1 check, followed by queen f5. What an amazing move that would be. I'm reporting my opponent if they play that move in a blitz game. So his only defense is taking there. Yeah. But you played this crazy move. This doesn't quite work. You're too slow. It seems like you just need one too many moves to get over there. You can't get the queen through f5. How are you going to get your queen cleared? You coming back to e8 and going to h8? But he has knight f3. You did play queen e8. Now obviously knight f3, and he's defending with knight h4 and controlling h2. It was too spectacular. But he just let his guard down. Alright, Asterbait. And Astermate, It's close. It could have been, like, if you showed me this game, you know, and I didn't really see the opening, I would have thought it was an Astrobate game. Guys, I've only got half an hour left, so we got to move. Okay, LVN quickly. I got Rookman's game in there. Where's LVN? Closed Sicilian. Ah, no. I'm banning Closed Sicilians from the stream. And London system. Rookman better not have sent in a London system. I was just telling one of my students how much I hate the Closed Sicilian today. D6 Najdorf player. Or Sveshnikovist. No. Najdorf or Dragon players. G3. I'm a little tired. So that's certainly an original move. My question to Black is then why did we even play D6? You know, you might as well play like B6 here. How bad can it be? Maybe that's my new idea. Is Morales here in the stream? That'll be my new weapon against Morales. We'll play B6 on move 2 against the Closed Sicilian. If you can play G6, then you have to be able to play B6 against the Closed Sicilian. And like my new fear here is H4. But the good thing is that against B6, A4 doesn't have as many teeth. Like, this isn't really a problem. The turkey line. Alright, so B6 is just weird. I like the way you treated this. Like, a lot of people would have, like, tried to punish it by turning it into an open Sicilian, but Black's probably happy with that. The problem with the hedgehog, we'll call this a hedgehog. He's probably going to play E6. So the A6, E6, whatever it is, it's always the same story. White plays F4, F5, and Black is screwed. Like, there's no, you know, there's no counterplay, there's no plan, there's no break, there's no point to Black's position. The only hope would be, like, if you could play D5, maybe break in the center. But every time it's the Closed Sicilian versus the hedgehog, or the King's Indian attack versus the hedgehog, the King's Indian attack or hedgehog wins every time because it's just F4, F5, and the opponent doesn't have any kind of counterplay. And you see, Knight F6 here, hedgehog, F4. And what's your answer here with this, with Black? What's the answer? There is no answer. If Black could play D5 favorably, maybe strike in the center somehow. The answer is that Black's position sucks. I've played this before for Black. My move is H5, okay? This is the best I could come up with. You know, we'll just try to, like, scare you a little bit. I've literally had a couple of games like this. It was usually, well, it actually could have been Botvinnik Englishes with, like, C4, which is similar, telling the truth. I probably had it out of those type positions where White's got C4 in. But still, that's the best Black can do. What if you played like F5 directly? Does anybody have a good idea? It seems good, right? As an alternative to H3. I don't see any problem here. We can probably play that move first. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe Black's position isn't that bad. But I'm not real excited about it. So H3. And he tries to play D5. But I mean, he's basically playing some sort of setup, sort of a move down. The knight tries to stay in a more active square. I had a horrible blitz game yesterday where my knight was on e8 or something. It looks like one of my games that Sebe Attila, my teammate, played. He had almost the same exact thing against the 2100, like the spring or in the winter, sitting next to me. He played the same sort of thing as your opponent here, like f6, and I was like covering my eyes, like trying not to look, you know, thinking about how horrible his position was. But this like old guy just collapsed from a position of strength. The black's position is horrible. I mean, this is the problem. Weak pawn on e6, f5. There's just like no way that black can possibly win here. F6 is against the grain of the position. It's anti-positional, but it's like if he doesn't do that, he can't do anything. The counterplay is non-existent on the queen side. Anyway, guys, I gotta hurry up. So we're gonna go through this pretty fast. F6 and then F5. Wow. I thought you were just gonna take on F6. Undermining the white squares. Nice. That's pretty impressive. And G5. Oh, I thought you were going to play G5. Keeps surprising me at every turn. So this is strong too. The whole thing is like a white square complex. Beautiful. All about the white squares. And then it just starts to fall apart. What did I tell you guys? F5 file. Who's Sicilian hedgehog? It's a disaster. Black's just lost. Cover your eyes. The rest is going to be ugly, I'm sure. This is just... forget about it. Slowly moving meteor that can't be stopped. Ugh. I'm gonna have nightmares about this. Did you have mate in 1 and you didn't do it? Or is it just my imagination? You don't like mate in 1. Torturing the opponent. Okay. Okay, last couple games, guys. I've gone over Tobias and the new game. That was very instructive. Pretty straightforward. Princess Chess also sent in a game analysis. Alright. I don't know if I have time. Let me see. She got that in before Rookman. Anyway, we have enough time. We have like 20 minutes. I could do 3 games. So you bought us. If you do a stream, it's a quick game. This game is very cool. Well played. I guess it was just on this position or something. My mouse isn't scrolling through the game again. I am in the right game, I hope. Yeah. This is a great opening. Maybe I'll play one tonight. If I don't fall asleep during the stream. I was woken up last night at 4 o'clock in the morning by chirping baby birds. I sleep really well between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. And exactly at 4, these little guys, they woke me up. Like chirp, 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 chirp. Because I live on the top floor of my building. And there must be a nest nearby. And I mean, I should have had a good night's sleep. This is for the birds, man. The birds are devastating. Mommy needs to feed her birds a little bit earlier in the morning. So d5 takes and then queen d5. I like this move knight f6, an interesting sort of gambit variation. Queen d5, more like straightforward. The question is, how good is a6 in this type of c3 Sicilian? By the way, like c3 is one of the best moves. It's just like, what is bishop e2, you know? It's just utterly passive. If you're going to play a c3 Sicilian, you want to play d4, and it's better to put the bishop on d3. preferable to put the bishop on d3, unless black's going to play something like bishop g4. I mean, okay, so if d4, bishop g4, then we have a specific reason to go bishop e2. But I don't think white should commit that, you know, prior to playing. And yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a little risky playing e5 because of this open file, honestly. I'm always a little bit scared I'm going to lose the white squares. But a principled move, because white's played so slow here. Perhaps he can try, like, rook e1. But that move, cheapo, sort of playing for bishop c4, looks coffee house, and black has e4, actually. Alright, is this going to get sharp, like e4, bishop c4, queen f5, rook e1? You didn't want to deal with that. Do we have a problem now? Don't you have a problem with knight g5, bishop c4? He did knight g5 first, like a cheapo. Alright, what if he does bishop c4 first? Now what do? Queen d6, and if knight g5 you have knight d8, a la Rubinstein? I'm a little concerned. Like, this could get really ugly fast. If white opens it up, you could be fried. Fried Yabatis. So, not real comfortable about that. Definitely don't play queen e4. This is a trick I've fallen for in the c3 Sicilian before. Be very, very careful. So he plays this. And you have e4 now? You could have played that. And I guess he has d3. That's one way to skin a cat. Like, he stopped physically bishop c4. Wow, I gotta love that move. And if c4, then queen d4. b5 is creative. But I mean, this is sort of sad, right? Bishop on b2. Is that gonna happen? And then, uh-oh. Something has gone seriously wrong here. Like a minute ago, white had terrific attacking chances. Couldn't he have played c4 now, maybe? When you don't have queen d4? This has got to be a try. You know, maybe some sort of try there that's better. But it's all falling apart now. Now black is like crushing white. Is there still time to free himself with d3? Last chance. He's got to break out. f4 or d3. Quickly. Passive. King h1. Unnecessary. You're not even threatening bishop h3 because the knight's protecting it. He's got to do something now, you know. f4, d3. He's got to break out. Does this. Now it's like getting worse. It's too late now. I was expecting like h5. Maybe he can stop you with h4. Anyway. I don't know. You have a lot of options here. Probably even better moves. This is a strong move. That looks kind of devastating. Just a slow kill. f3 now is under black's control. That's not a good sign if f3 is under black's control. I mean, white was just incompetent. He's 2,000, actually. Wow. Could be drugs or alcohol. The old G5. It's just school kid attack. He's got the knight well placed to defend h4, actually. That's a little bit frustrating. You're probably going to have to sacrifice a piece or something. Right. You got a queen sack? Oh no. Asterbate. Beautiful. No. And he allows some sort of mate here. That's a nice one. Alright, guys. Entertainment. I gotta start my tournament in 10 minutes, so we're gonna quickly look at these last two games. Princess Chess 64. Playing white. Let's see what this is. French defense, my favorite. I actually started playing the exchange variation in Blitz because it's like the only way not to get a closed position. But I prefer to play c4 here. This is more interesting than a straight up like old school exchange variation. I think that c4 gives it a little bit of life. Thanks, Astrobate. Thanks, Shabatis, for your game, man. I'm going to be streaming a 3+2 arena here in a minute. I don't think I'm going to be awake for very long, but we're going to try our best. Guys, please support the stream. Donate if you can afford it. Now, Bishop e7. This is like a standard French exchange. I'd like h3. Because black's played kind of passively. You know, they're technically not getting like bishop f5 or trading off your good bishop on d3. You should be slightly better after h3. It's not a very exciting line, but I definitely prefer white here. If it's not possible. If that's passive, they can't get bishop f5. You know, this is pleasant for white. Yeah, I mean, the problem with this is that black can develop the bishop to g4. If you play h3, you stop all development. This is stronger. Now black's okay. c5 is like a hyper-aggressive move. Not too many people who play the black side of the French exchange are willing to do that. Korchnoi Victor. I think he's pretty good. Though by 2009, Korchnoi was a shadow of himself, of course. Glazirov also with a game, and Dolmatov also with games. Wow, that move has some serious backing. That's funny. I wouldn't have expected c5 to be so good. Got some serious backing for that move. So you can clearly take. I mean, everybody, all the good players took to get the better structure. It's like a French Tarrasch. Black has active pieces for the structure. This is a little passive, but it's okay. Yeah, I think here now, we almost have to take. You got to do this. I mean, you shouldn't be worse, at least. Alternative would be queen b1. But, I mean, you at least ought to give black an isolated pawn. I realize it activates their bishop, but that's all right. We can probably live with it. Muzichuk Korchnoi. Something like queen b3. Alright. I don't like to square because the bishop has no retreat squares. That's generally not a good arrangement. And you're trading your like good bishop for their bad bishop. It's equal at best. I mean, technically you end up with a pawn on the wrong color in the center and no isolated pawn to play against. So at the end of the day, like theoretically black is like microscopically better. Black's knight is better. Black has a better bishop. But we're talking about black is like black is 1/10 of a pawn advantage here. I'm a little bit worried about that pawn getting us tied down. This is a passive move, though. Interesting decision to play queen d3 now, but I can understand not wanting to surrender the file. This is a proverbial problem. e4. Anyway, I could analyze this game a lot longer, but I don't have that much time. I'm a little concerned about bishop e4. Black's starting to play for like good knight versus bad bishop endgames. It's a real idea I saw in a game just the other day with Antoni, one of our subscribers. His opponent could have, I think it was actually him, he could have played bishop e4 to lock down e4. Maybe trade your knight. So when you go here, you're leaving this wide open in exchange for that square. Combative play by white. I mean, much safer to play something like, I don't know, bishop e5. Or just h3. Again, I am concerned about this, though. My issue here with this position is if we get into some sort of scenario, hypothetically, like where they take here, it's going to be kind of an unpleasant defense. Although your bishop isn't so bad. It should be a draw. Black could even lose if they don't have a lot of skill. But this is like a total capitulation. They were scared of 95. But, you know, fortune favors the brave, right? We have to probably play 94 and try to put the queen on f5, something ambitious. Black was a little not ambitious enough, you know. Now it's like totally equal. Taking is a bit of a problem. Yeah. Safer to take with the bishop, but this is more aggressive. Now black has a bad structure. Maybe you should actually move your bishop back to e3 into d4. Yeah, this is now, I mean, it's like turning in white's favor. You can play f3. Black has the worst structure. Put the bishop on d4. Yeah. It's like, looks like bad bishop versus knight, but the structure changes it. I mean, changes it to probably slightly to white's favor. This is a bad move. I understand you're afraid of knight c5, but I mean, you can't put the pawn on a dark square and give black the secure support point on c4. b4 is bad. If anything, like maybe b3 just to stop rook c4, you know. I would just play like f3. f3, knight c5, queen e3, and white is slightly better. But it's not much, you know. It's probably a draw. So b4 is a mistake. And then giving this square for black is very risky, but you get f5, so you have some attacking chances now. Clearly we can't exchange. I like rook e1 there. The rook lift is neat, but this looks pretty strong. That bishop is probably going to win the game. Rook d3 is probably good too. We need to retreat that. Yeah, we're probably winning here. Close to tactics. I don't see it. Very strong attack for white. Wow. Yeah, that's winning. Nice. Bishop g7, queen e5, and rook g3. So I think rook g3. Does it not work? You're allowing a trade of queens. I see. So it may not be winning. So this is kind of messy. It got a little messy. I'm sure that white was winning, but this is way too messy. I wish I had more time to analyze this game. It's pretty complicated, honestly. So white ended up making a winning attempt, but lots of checks. Extremely dangerous. Crazy. White went way too far here, trying to win. Were the efforts rewarded or not? No. Okay, it's a draw. Crazy game, though. It needs more time. And the last game, I gotta go, guys. But I'm going to take a quick look at Rookman's submission. I just got like 4 minutes to go over this. So, appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Rookman is black here. Yeah, I mean, d3 is totally non-theoretical. It's not a terrible move. You're playing a closed Sicilian type of setup with bishop c5. It's fine. This is sort of passive for white. This move is not. Queen c2 is not great. But objectively, like your most aggressive setup would be something like c6 and d5. If you could get it. I'm not sure we want to combine that with a6, though. Yeah, this is very natural. I don't know. Knight c6 or knight d7. Fluid and natural play. It's a bit of a strange position for the bishop on h5, this kind of opening. Yeah, c6 is good. Yeah, this happens a lot in the Rasalimo. We don't really want to take, and the pressure here is annoying. So probably you have to prep that better. See this, you know, coming and prepare yourself for it. Knight d4 was a strong move by white. Well, I guess we have to play something simple here, like queen e7, queen c7. I don't like knight h4 that much. Maybe even bishop e8. Is that reasonable? And now you're just better. I mean, you just got the center, and you're just better. c5 is a bizarre move. You can't just release the tension. I don't know, white kind of lost a thread here. What about knight h4? Am I missing something? He doesn't want that bishop. I don't know, guys. I gotta go. But we'll take a quick look through this. This is double-edged. I mean, giving white that long diagonal. I don't know if I like that. It got a little random, and white got play against g7. It just doesn't look like you need to play e4. You know, you can probably play here another plan, just more slowly. But actually, knight e5. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. Big square here on d6. This is funny, though. Suddenly, it's not so clear. Tactically, it's all... And this bishop is bad. Possible taking with the other pieces, too. But I mean, crystal clear position. I don't think I would even bother. I would just play bishop d5. You know, the a file doesn't matter. You're better. Black's playing for a win here. But I think you got to make sure that nothing happens with that long diagonal. I love ops-colored bishops. This is winning. Nice game. A mating net. It looks good. We win a piece. Alright, guys, I gotta go. I'm gonna play in the All-Stars Arena here with some friends. Just starting this minute. All-Star Arena. 3+2. Starting at 139. I'm ranked 11th with my crappy rating. Kotzer Florian. What's up, guys? It's the usual customers. I am, GM. Pop Jula crushed me last time. This guy is a good scorer against me. All these guys are tough. I don't know who this is. This is a new one. Another GM in number 10 spot. Myself. Another IM. So the top 12 are all IMs and GMs. And the rest of the players. 12 IMs and GMs and a bunch of challengers. Well, I think that these two, 7 and 8, are not IMs. They're like FMs. So like 10 IMs and GMs and a bunch of other characters so far. Sheeper Spieler, good luck, man. Thanks for joining the stream. Sheeper Spieler's in the field. Ranked 8th. Good luck to you. He also joined our Pawn and Horses Club. Sheeper Spieler and 4 ranked Gobix. are members of the Pawn and Horses Club now. So Koblenz I played 2 weeks ago. No, we played both tournaments actually. Now this is the third time in a row. I realized I can actually play faster with my phone than with the mouse, but I make more mouse slips. I play this with black, so I'm not a big fan. I've been playing like the exact same opening with black, ironically. It's kind of funny. I don't know what I played when I played this. Bishop e3 or h3? I'm trying to remember what I played. Maybe it was h3. I'm really not sure now. He's got his stuff worked out. I think this is an exact game I had. Not exact anymore. I had a similar game. Maybe this is even a mistake. Bishop e3. I had a similar game 3 years ago now. Tranquilizer, what? You sent me a message. It's pretty urgent. Grandmaster Vito Vente. Alright, I'll check after this game for urgent messages. Urgent messages are important. He was secretly sent to distract me. I guess I could have won a pawn there, huh? Rook takes rook and bishop takes a7. Can I just win a pawn for nothing? Does my bishop get trapped? Okay, it's the first game and nobody's like really in the mood to play yet. I can't put my phone near the mic or it starts doing crazy stuff. Knight d5. I guess I should have taken that pawn when I had the chance. Distractions. I can't believe it, man. I could have just played rook takes rook and bishop takes a7. That's how sleepy my opponent and I are here. He probably has some compensation, but it still like seems like a mistake. I guess he could get on the 7th rank with like rook d2. It's probably not that bad, if you want to call it a sacrifice. I'm surprised. I thought Black was going to play f5 there. I think that I'm going to bet here my opponent and I are both just like not warmed up or even remotely ready to play. Just going to go out on a limb and say that here. You know, anyway, like whatever happens here, I think I should make a comment like about this opening, the classical Pierce. It's like a forced draw. Not really a good variation if you want to like play for a win, most likely. The winning chances are extremely limited, but also for Black. He's going to get counterplay if I try to take the pawn on a7. I had a game with Man, this is reminding me of my game with... What's his name? Very similar game I played. Can't remember the guy's name now. It's hopeless getting old. Don't panic. Don't panic, the pawns aren't going anywhere. Seems like it's likely to be a draw. We both played pretty solid without taking any risks. Maybe I should play g4 there. Now I could be in trouble. Now we have to be careful. Yeah, maybe losing. King takes. I think I'm going to lose descending. I'm being kind of pessimistic, I know. I understand that. Pessimistic by nature. Our usual issue. Give me any hints. He didn't go for that. Trap my knight. He's a good sport, though. But it's a friendly tournament. That was horrible. I played horribly. But he played almost as bad as I did. Whew, we're just not warmed up. I get the feeling there. Alright, I gotta check my message, guys. We'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna pause while I check this important message from Tranquilizer. Alright, guys. After that horrible, horrible game where I almost lost, we're in a battle now. Important. Life or death. I don't know who Joppy is. I don't have the list in front of me. That player wasn't in the last two events. We played for a draw with white. Not really, but I wasn't warmed up, I confess. I haven't played it all today. I didn't want to lose. But the classical Pirts is just lame. Alright, Shock Vlog could be a couple different people. I'm not sure. It's a Hungarian chess magazine. I'm actually not sure who this is. Definitely like an IM or FM. Usually if you play in this arena, like every game is the English Open. Ooh, he tricked me. Tricked me with a tricky move order. If you're really a lame-o, you can take with the D-pawn here. That's pathetic. Man, I never get this variation. Is there some sort of trick here for white? To play like knight a5? I don't know. White's just playing like the Grunfeld reversed. Fast though. I'm not super happy about my queen on b7. I mean, objectively, black's position should be fine. I'm just having trouble. They're super fast too with Shock Vlog. Super fast. A lot of bullet. So I don't know. I don't think it's an old player if they're playing that fast. Bishop d7 is kind of lame. I am not really ready to play chess. Just like making quick moves. I expected Shock Vlog to be like a older, declining player. They're playing quick moves. They're not an old guy like me, maybe. Can't play a5. It's annoying. Arbitrary decisions. This is sort of lame. White is better now. I'm worried. The Hungarian players have better opening training than me. I'm American, I'm self-taught. Never had a coach. Not a real one. So, I consider my openings to actually be the weakest part of my game. It seems like Hungarian players, not everyone in this arena is Hungarian, but I mean, I think that most of them are better prepared in the openings than me. I don't know who this is, though. They're starting to use time. Well, clearly they're a Grunfeld player, okay? Because they're playing like a reverse Grunfeld type of thing with white. It's a direct transposition to something like that. I am not going to put my knight on b4. Structurally, c5. Excellent bind style plan here. Nothing I can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. Very positional player. There's a team in the Hungarian Team Championship, which is the Shock Vlog. I wonder if I sacked an exchange, how interesting that would be. Like c5, e5 takes. Bishop a8, rook a8. It's unnecessary risk, kids. It's probably an IM. Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm surprised he's so quick, though. I'm the only old person who's, like, slow. Everyone else who's old gets faster. Strange. '95, my knight gets trapped. Oddly. Yeah, I played him years ago. This is an unpleasant position. Alright, what about e5? How bad is it? And I think that's the question. How bad is it? We're gonna just live with it. Live with the badness. He's a systematic, well-trained player. Played a very good game. White is slightly better. But I didn't expect him to be so quick, you know? Damn, he's got a minute 35 to my 25 seconds. I hung the e-pawn. Unbelievable. I'm trying to get him to take my c-pawn, and I hang my e-pawn. So I'm probably lost now. We can't just lose our e-pawn. Man, he must not have worked all day. This guy, seriously. There's no way you worked all day and you're this fast. I've got an excuse. The Shock Vlog offices must be closed. 'Cause he's got a lot of energy and he's quick. I feel like I've been through a car wash. First game was bad. This game was worse. But he's played a good strategic game. Flawless. He slept in getting warmed up. I feel like I was dragged through the laundromat or something. What just happened? There must be a trap. I mean, there's a chance I can hold this. It's not a pleasant endgame, but there's still hope. Good chances to draw. I mean, ideally he probably shouldn't go for that. But I am surprised how fast he is. I hope I'm not fast in a few years. Faster than me. Clearly. Is it my turn? He's making progress. No counterplay. can't believe I screwed myself here. I don't think he can win this. Can he win this? He's certainly enjoying himself. I guess he can win this. Yeah, that looks like a win. What stages we went through in this game. Unbelievable. It's really strange. He couldn't make progress for like 100,000 moves. Wow. That's interesting. I mean, it was probably a dead draw at some point, and I managed to lose. Sick game. Ridiculous. I'm impressed. I mean, his technique wasn't that good. Both of us played badly. Frankly, I don't know who Joppy King is. How'd they win 4 games? Who are they beating 4 games in a row already? Like, there's a lot of easy games in this tournament. He beat the 2600. The guy that won the event last time already. Who is that? And I am, no less. I know him. Joppy. Joppy. This variation is solid for black. I used to play this. But objectively, I think it's kind of a draw. It's not really a good system to try to win with. Guys, thanks for watching the stream. Sorry, I'm a little bit lack of sleep due to bird noises. The birds woke me up at 4 a.m. this morning. I like my position now. White just has 2 bishops. This is excellent. Clear advantage. Two bishops for nothing and my chicks for free. So we've got a great position. Misplayed this. Man, I was surprised by Shock Vlog though. It's good to know that if I get a little bit older, I'm not necessarily going to get slower. My slowness is not due to age. Black's position is very dubious. Chirping pigeon babies, I guess. Now there's a KG move, which I'm not so sure how I'm supposed to handle. Guess we keep the fluid structure. I like this position still. He's quick. Pergo Laszlo. I don't think we've ever played. I guess. I'm assuming that's who this is. But not a bad player. Put Lee Chess in the title. I don't have Lee Chess in my title. Are you serious? Oh my god. It took a Grandmaster to tell me that. Are you serious? After streaming for 2 hours, nobody told me? That's sad. My regular subscribers, no one noticed that? Okay, we actually had like 25 viewers. That's sick. I would have had 50 viewers. Thanks, man. You gotta rely on the random Grandmaster stopping by. Tell us to put Lee Chess in the title. What do you guys are dropping the ball? Where's our moderator at? Nice bishops. Black's under a lot of pressure. He's playing a kind of solid style game. Yeah, because I didn't put Lee Chess in the title. It was brilliant. I'm not feeling very sharp. Otherwise you aren't listed. Yeah, of course. That's the deal. He blundered? Not necessarily. We're close. We got an emote. Astrobate gifted tier 1 sub to Tranquilizer. It's the second one. Man, knight c7. Are you serious? No, this didn't just happen. I just lost an exchange. As I said, I had compensation for the exchange. My god. It's a total disaster. He's been sitting there with knight c7. Compensation. Man, my bishop is so strong. I probably have good chances to hold a draw here. That's being kind of optimistic. Wait, what? Jesus. Now he's going to be like crushing me. Alright, he can't play rook a8. Yes, he can. But it's not without risk. What is going on around here? Man, horrible. This is embarrassing. How bad we're playing. Not just me, but my opponents too. Does this actually win? I guess I'm lost. Horrible and embarrassing. That's why you shouldn't play chess when you're tired. Retired, maybe. He's got very good technique. Horrible game. He's excellent at, like, one-move threats. Damn. Wow. That's pretty good. Good game. He's like 2100. I had a totally winning positionally. Take care, Tranquilizer. Thanks for joining. I'll join the Mega Battle. Hopefully I play better than this. I'm 23.99 after an impressive start. Guys, we're going to be doing the Mega Battle weekly. Weekly Mega Battles. Mega Bucks. The Farmer. Yeah, I like Perigal's rating. 2100. Oh, that's right. 2100. Lichess. FM. 2100. Like, my mom would be 2100. And she didn't even know how the pieces moved. It's ridiculous. Taking on c4. What is happening here? What is that about? What's with taking on c4? How dare you take on c4? I have no idea where I am anymore. I think I'm supposed to play this. What is this guy doing? This is actually a variation? Good. Good, I know what I'm doing. He actually knows what he's doing. Terrible. So nobody has a clue. I have no clue what's going on. I'm just totally confused. I just lost to a 2100. You figure he's 2100, he's playing badly in the opening, he's gonna collapse, and then he starts to play like a genius. He was sandbagging his opening position. Okay, so at some point we're gonna have to break here. Schieberspieler's like tricked me into playing something that I don't play. Essentially, I never play like any kind of c4 gambits in this type of system. I played the straight up like Grunfeld with white oftentimes. Maybe our position isn't that bad though. How's my knight going to get in the game from there? I just took away my knight's only square with queen c2. Seems like kind of a stupid move. Kind of stupid if you think about it. But it's only temporary. Wow. What is going on here? Obviously that can't be tolerated. I'm just not up to the task today. B4. What else? I'm not in good condition. NM is a very vague title, man. I mean, most countries don't even have NMs, so not sure what that exactly means in a lot of cases. Yeah, A5 is good. I'm obviously just like punch drunk. I shouldn't be playing sharp lines such as this in my condition. I'm going to be like 2,200 when this tournament is over. Just embarrassing myself. I play better in 3-0. It feels like I have less time than a 3-0 game. And my opponents can never ever lose on time, even if they're like 70-year-old players. How did it take him so long to play that move? What was he afraid of? I don't think he even saw what my move was before he pre-moved it. I don't think I did either. This is terrible. It's like playing bullet. I just want to see this. Nobody plays this move. D takes C4. Best move. Best move. He knows this? Really? He knows this? It was a close game until this point. This is apparently a big mistake, but I never would have guessed that. Did black make any inaccuracies? Alright. Anyway, back to the arena. I'm in like last place. 0 points. Can't play after work. This is like ridiculous. I think I need another beer. I don't think the Verisov was a very good opening for white. It might be okay for a draw. This is like some weird line I faced 20 million years ago. Am I gonna fall into some kind of trap now? Seriously? Just a completely random position? Who plays this with white? And then knight d5 is coming. So I've fallen into the trap. Already. So you can't avoid knight d5. I'm already screwed. I've fallen into some sort of opening trap. Nobody plays the move e4. It's not good for white. It's like known. Of course, I'm confused. Don't know where I am. I don't know why I do this to myself every Wednesday. Beginning to really question why. Why would I want to do this to myself? What is this position? This is horrible. It's like a garbage variation for white that no one ever plays. But I already did something wrong. Combinator. He's 22-34. I might as well just resign, you know? $2,200, $2,100, doesn't matter. They play like GMs. In 3-0, it's different, though, somehow. Strange how that works. Bishop d7. This is garbage for white. You could never play this in real chess. e4. I mean, the whole Verisov is just a bust for white. Even the Jabava lines with like bishop f4 offer white nothing at best. But I mean, I literally don't remember the last time. The last time I played this was in like 1992. I can't even remember how the game went. Maybe we can swindle him. Development would be good. It's not completely without hope, but I mean, after the last games, just like everyone is a grandmaster, no matter if they're 2100. Or 27. I've lost all my self-confidence. Our opponent has not lost his self-confidence, apparently. They have nothing but self-confidence. They're like the world's leading expert on this position. How are you 2200 on Lead Chess and 2400 in Bullet? How is that even possible? You only play in this tournament and nothing else on the site? How could that even be, you know? How would he be 2300 in Bullet and not be at least 2300 in Blitz? Because Blitz is like way easier than Bullet on here. Sloppy. Technically. Look how fast he is, like ridiculous. Just everything's about time. That's the problem with White's game. His like entire game is based on time too much. That's why he's not higher rated. Still very credible. Just gonna take a gift. My move? But at least that's some sort of quality chess now we're playing. That was an extremely well played game by both sides. That's the thing. Extremely well played. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in no condition to be playing. And I'm not talking about alcohol. Just stamina and tiredness. These guys have all been sleeping in all morning to prepare for the tournament. Alright. Quality game. I gotta stop playing the English, but I'm just too tired to play anything else, frankly. Double fianchetto. Take the fun out of the King's Indian. That's an interesting move. Make chess great again. Is there any threat here? Is black threatening? Are you threatening me? Not really. Just don't have the. I don't have the energy for the full-blooded openings I would normally play. Interesting move. Wow, that seems like a mistake. E5 can't be good. She's also been playing too much bullet, probably. B5 is a good idea for black here. Tactically, she's good. I have C5 threat. She's going to try to get out of everything with tactics. We can tie her down to D6. First, I need to play A4. Pray for Karpov. No energy. It's been a long day, guys. I have lots of excuses. Wow. Getting off that file. You have excuses too, coach? That's why you're a coach. Coaches unite. She's done a good job, though. Activating her king. A little too much bullet chess goes a long way. That's my new saying. There was a famous game like Reshevsky-Fischer, wasn't there, where he like won? Reshevsky. Man, very similar position. A5. I see. That's a good idea. Wow. That is seriously a nice move. She has that. Damn. How do I make progress here? Instantly. It's the F3 stronghold. Allowing black to sort of hang on here. Well, I can't believe how fast black is. Even in a complex endgame. That's kind of hard to believe. It's almost like playing a robot or something. I give up. Just seriously, how is she that fast and a higher rated? It's impossible. Just on speed alone, you'd be 2400. I mean, did black make any serious mistakes in the endgame using no time? I would normally have very good chances to win this, but the speed at which black can play is just like prohibitive. I just can't deal with constantly having no time. The key moment was this. H5, double exclamation point. This is like getting that in, and then G5. It's unbelievable. Check out black's performance in this game. 9 cent pawn loss with 3 inaccuracies. 10 cent pawn loss with 3 inaccuracies. 10 cent pawn loss with 3 inaccuracies. And they're rated like 2200 in Blitz, right? Was it 2300? That's insane, dude. To have that performance. That's like half as many inaccuracies as I made. Using like a minute for the whole game. That's unbelievable. And they would easily be 2400. Brutal. Everybody that I play is like way stronger than the rating in this tournament. This is why I'm 2400, because of this tournament. Pretty much like everybody in the whole field is underrated. Alright. I mean, she's not a bad player, but I mean, she played 3 times as fast as me and made 3 inaccuracies in a 40-move game in a technical ending. So whoever this guy is, I don't know who it is. The Joppy, I'm sure I know them, but I don't know who they are offhand by this name. No Killer Instinct. No Hurry. Get that pawn back. Black is okay, I guess. They like this structure. Rook e1. So it just rolls out of an e3. Very fluid and safe. Interesting. You wouldn't expect like an e3 style player to be so comfortable now in this IQP as it gets a little sharper. But white is very, very flexible. Alright, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Do what you want. I'm not gonna like get mated or let you win my e7 pawn. It's like a tactical player or something. Huh. Tactical style. Trade everything. I'm tempted to play like my knight back to d5, but knight d6 is so strong. Vital Vente says I know this player, but I don't know them by the name. I feel like this position is just bad for me. It's a brand new account, so they're not really 25 in Blitz. They're probably like 2,700 in reality. I'm just way too tired to play. Sucks. I can't compete with these guys who are fresh. Here. Joppy. I don't know who that is. Trade everything. Play g5. No. This sucks for black. Whoever it is, like, ridiculously strong to be an IM. What kind of IM could this be? Not an average IM, I'll tell you that. Extremely strong IM. Extremely strong positional player. Playing deceptive opening with e3. But it's not 25-36 for sure. They rattled off like 3 quick wins at the beginning of the tournament. It's not good. It's not good. I have one idea who this could be. Ichak Jula would be my guess. Strong IM who plays in this style, who never got the GM's sort of GM title. I don't know. Could be a lot of people though. There's so many strong Hungarian players. Who knows? Oh, he's going for this. It's the Hikaru Nakamura. Hikaru Nakamura system. Whoever it is, like, really practical. Seriously? This is a lost position. Wow. Gajaš Miklos. That makes sense. Oh, he's a GM strength player. Oh, man. The other thing that I've noticed is that people playing on their phones have like a distinct advantage. I can play way faster on my phone. There is a higher percentage chance of mouse slips, but my speed is probably twice as fast playing on the phone. Okay, so Gajaš, who I know well. That's a pity. It actually was fine, but the time was too much in that game. Anyway, not my best tournament. Not that I expected to have my best tournament. Yeah, I didn't think it was someone that I knew that well. I played many tournaments with Mickey, but the name, I don't know. I was trying to think of something that was like closer to his real name. I thought it was like Ichak Jula or something. I don't know. Someone that I hadn't seen in a long time. So she played a tricky move order with Queen D6, Knight F3, C6. I don't know anything about this. We're just going to play chess. I'm in terrible form. It's about the worst I've played. I don't know since when. This is a ridiculous move. Bishop g5. Please don't play that. I'm just making random moves. My former teammate, Emiche. Wickedly strong. Joppy was his nickname. I was trying to connect Joppy to somebody's actual name. Wow, g5. The best I could do was like Jula. Try to think of who was Jula. That was a strong player. It wasn't a very good guess. I never heard of anyone Jula referred to as Joppy, but the only name I could think of with a GY. So she's sacking a pawn here. Whoa. I guess it's dangerous to get out of bed, but I mean, queen g5, bishop f3, rook g8, and bishop takes g3 already. I'm in a lot of danger. So, man, I don't know if I can even take that pawn. That is extremely dangerous. Maybe suicidal. She's used no time for the whole game. Tough. Everybody's tough here. I guess knight g5. This looks suicidal too. Rook g8 instantly. Without even thinking. That's harsh. To use 0 time. I mean, it seems like, to me, if we're going to play, we should respect the increment a little bit. f4. Man, I'm going to lose my queen somehow if I'm not careful here. This is frightening. I never really played with Emiche, so I don't know. She was on my team, but we never played against each other. I don't know anything about her style too much. But the one thing it is fast. That's for sure. She's married to an extremely tactical grandmaster named Tacticush. But actually he's not. He's not really tactical. It's just a joke. Alright. Medved Zoltan. The husband and wife is a tricky thing, you know. It's hard to teach your family members. Remember Larry Christensen, his wife plays chess, he can't teach her. You know? I mean, she's been playing chess for a million years, and they lived together for years and years, but they have completely different playing styles. Alright. That pawn, I need that pawn. Please don't take my pawn. Disrespecting the rook there. I mean, I could take the exchange. But I like my bishop as a defender. Wow, she's got the queen trade now. That's a pretty good judgment by black, I have to say. Speaking of judgments, I better make some prayers. Say some prayers. Dude, I'm like getting wasted tactically. Cannot post links, I don't want to. Oh. No problem. I'm just hanging on for a draw at best now. But I mean, for her rating, she's ridiculously strong. And I know I say this about everybody, but it's true. Maybe her play isn't sound, but I mean, if you combine the speed and her strength, she would way too strong for 2095. But that's the case with everybody in this arena. Tranquilizer, I don't mind if you post a link, but I'm in time pressure every game. I'm always losing on time. This happens only when I got old, but I'm addicted to thinking. I'm used to the 2-second increments too much. Man, she played a brilliant game here. Bishop h4 now, come on. Are you even kidding me? That's a crazy move. She went kind of mental. The opposite of Takikush. Uncompromising a kush. Oh my god. This player is 2095. I'll eat my hat. Bishop and knight mate. How's my bishop and knight mate doing? I don't know. I can do bishop and knight mate. I have been practicing. That would be entertaining. That was kind of a stupid move. I could have probably mated her in the corner. You're kidding me, right? You're gonna make me do this? I was practicing earlier. My technique is horrible. No pressure. I actually had to practice, which is kind of disturbing. I thought I could just always do it for the rest of my life automatically. You know? It's kind of funny. But it's like, it's not like riding a bicycle. You actually forget how to do this mate. It's kind of funny. That's technically inaccurate. But I know this position, so I get to this position, and then I operate from here. What am I doing? I got confused. My pieces are on the wrong squares. I'm letting her out. Oh my god. We're gonna have to do it all over again. Why am I having so much trouble controlling that square? Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Why am I having trouble controlling d8? I know this position. I have to play knight e7. Oh my god. I have to play knight e7. That's stalemate. King d8. Oh, that's so embarrassing. But I don't need the king on e7, right? I never need my king on e7. I could do it without getting my king on e7. At least there's different methods, you know, but I know how to do this. Okay, once she gets out, whatever. But this position, after king here, bishop after king here, I just kept getting stuck in this position. I've never used the method where I put a king on e7 in this position. But she sort of found some hole in my system. I guess knight e7. Oh, you're saying knight e7. Yeah. I have to play knight e7. The knight e7. No, that's not it. She gets out. Well, this is strange. This should be an easy win. But I mean, I never played a move like knight g3. Knight e3. Bishop d5. I got on some kind of weird track here. Normally I can mate the computer with no problem. That's weird. Knight f7, exactly. Knight f7, knight e5, and knight d7. Exactly. Somehow I got on the wrong track, and I thought I was on the right track. It's pathetic not to be able to do the mate. The only time I ever had to do that in an important game to qualify for the US Championship, I had no problem. But I literally practiced this like a month ago. It's crazy. Yeah, right. We're never going to go to the 7th rank with the king. That's pathetic, though. I should be able to do that easily, even with 2 seconds per move. Very bad. But if you guys want, I'll demonstrate how it's properly done after the tournament's over. I got a little nervous there in the heat of battle. I thought I had her in the forced mate, and then she got out of it. Anyway, okay, I don't know this variation too well. We'll play something I never play. Good idea. I've never played the Kozel line in my life, so let's play it. Since I'm losing all my other games anyway. I was just looking at this with someone. The old variation goes back to the 50s. I've never played this, not once. I don't think I've ever played it in a Blitz game, but I just figured, what does it matter? What is that? What is that? Well, it's a move, apparently. Some sort of pawn sacrifice. What happens if I just trade queens? Is this bad? Isn't white's structure sort of compromised here? So I see I don't have knight g4 if I take. Interesting. I can play h6 though. But then there's this. So I might be in trouble. There is take bishop c5. That might be good enough. Who knows this? $1,700 based on 2 games. Obviously a theoretician. I'm willing to play some dubious lines, though I don't like this one. I'm not liking this. Knight g4. We're in trouble. Weird. What a strange line. I have literally never seen this in my life. There's a W maneuver with a knight in that endgame. I never thought about it in terms. Everybody has their own way of thinking about that endgame. Mine is obviously not that well clear. I thought I had it really clear. What is this? What the heck is going on? Okay, I have no idea what is going on. Knight takes knight. What? Okay, first of all, knight takes knight, rook c7. But my bigger question was king takes, knight takes c5, king c6. That's unbelievable. Are you serious? King takes, knight takes, king c6, rook g1. King takes c5, bishop e3 check, and he wins the exchange. Are you even kidding me? What is that? That's wild. Well, I had to qualify for the US Championship by winning that endgame once. You're talking about bishop versus knight? It was, ironically, one of my only important games in my life where I did have to do it, which is, of course, Murphy's Law. Okay, this is just bizarre. I don't know who this player is at all. And I don't want to know. They're too good. I'll tell you that right now. Who is this? Too good. I mean, it's sort of insane. How strong white is and their technique. Momentary hesitation. Black might be not lost, you know? I mean, this game is sort of unbelievable. How strong white is, considering the tactics in this game and the time situation, how strong white's play is. There's no way I could ever play that kind of... speed in my life. Lucky to draw. I just want to check at the end of the game analysis board for this game, because this is, he made some inaccuracies because he's playing too fast. But I mean, what is this? Is this a real variation? You just like made up e5 in this position? Oh, so my queen b6 is wrong. Well, that's weird. I'm the one that's making up theory. What? Oh, he played king b1. Okay, so this is just a weird move. I'm thinking I'm in some kind of main line, but he played king b1. But then f4 will transpose, I thought. Weird, there's like no games. e5. He actually made a lot of mistakes. 4 blunders. Wow. That was a crazy game. Bishop c5. Only move. This position. He finds knight takes c5. I guess it's better for me, according to the engine. Knight takes e4. Rook c7. Ah, I missed bishop d4. Of course. How could I miss that? Allowing rook e7 check. That was a fun game. Wow. I managed to just lose 4 games so far. 1 win, 3 draws. This is my worst All-Star Arena ever. So last time I played with Fekete Bari, I didn't know who it was. You know, I was like, who is this WIM? But I figured out who it was after playing them twice. Without looking at the... You know, I didn't cheat and look at the players list. I should have realized it was Clarica. Because I've actually played her in real Blitz once. She's a good Blitz player. Fast and experienced. I just couldn't figure out who it was last week. It was kind of funny. I think, who's a WIM who's really fast? Plays a lot of Blitz. Someone said it was a WIM. But she deceived me last time because her openings were bad. Not that good, you know, and I thought, okay, it's not a strong player. It's not that strong. They're playing kind of not that aggressively. And then the next thing I know, I got outplayed tactically in a kind of tricky situation. She's playing better this opening, though. Last week's not so good. I'm not sure about d4. I don't really like that move for black here. Doesn't seem right to play d4. No sharp, though. Maybe I'm off base. I've totally lost all my self-confidence, though, in the last few in the last few games. I'm just not even a shadow of myself. You got to really get a total positional bind on the opponent here. Her white squares look awful. She's got a plan of some sort. Ooh, I can't take with the pawn. So now she's fighting back. Same thing as last time. I started to get a little bit overconfident, and then she started battling back, like, really hard. See? It might have been better to sack a pawn there, for me, objectively. It was sort of the same thing last time, where she had a bad opening, but absolutely, like, very, very cagey, combative counterplay and quick. Last time I underestimated her. You know, this time I'm not going to underestimate her. But I'm such bad shape anyway. Honestly, it might not matter. It's a cool idea. Yeah, 93 is a strong idea. But man, I mean, knight there. She was very cagey last time. I expect no less here. Not a surprise at all. I'm not surprised to see that move. Tactical shot. Bishop takes h4. I have no idea if that's sound. Maybe I should take it. This is like typical. I really should have taken it. The rook c6 is crazy. Wow. That's a great move. Is this sound? Wow. Can you really do that? Rook c6. I have no clue. But I'm like punch drunk. I'm sure that white is like winning if it's a computer. I feel like I'm playing Alexei Shirov here. We got to be practical. Again, I'm like swindled tactically. Alright, maybe that will give me a chance to survive. Not by much, though. I don't understand what it is with this arena, though. Like, every player I play. Right. That's a 2286 move on the chess. It's just ridiculous. H4 is a bad move, you think? Her attack is completely unsound, I would say. H4 is a good move. Of course it's a good move. Are you kidding me? To play bishop h3? I could have taken with the pawn. This is a huge blunder. I could just sack the pawn outright. Like a huge positional advantage. I realized as soon as I did it, it's better to take with the pawn. The rook c6 move is scary. So this apparently works. Bishop takes h4. The engine wants to play it if you let it run long enough. But this player is not 2200 or even close. Way stronger than me. Alright, resume. I think I'm finally quitting this arena this week. I don't really want to give them my rating points anymore. When players like that, they're capable of that kind of tactics, can't be 22. They'd be like 24, 2500. To be that fast and that good tactically, easily. Nobody that I play is that good who's like 2200 on the site. She has 2.5 out of 3 against me. Just just to get warmed up. And she's rated like 2200. Here's the London system. This is probably one of White's better ways to play against the setup. Objectively, not very exciting. The London system isn't exciting. What if I do this? Pre-moving. Pre-moving. The perils of pre-moving. It's an unusual move, but I was thinking about it. Taking with the pawn there. It's no embarrassment to pre-move and drop a piece. Yeah, I don't know. The way I play, nobody has any respect for me. Because every time I play this arena, I'm like physically exhausted because I've been working every day. They think I'm like 1500. But that's not really the truth. The truth is I'm just physically exhausted, you know? It's hard for me to play at this time after I've been working all day. Just like destroyed. If I play at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's like I'm 300 points stronger. It's horrible. I'm like 2200 now and 2600 if I play at 2 if I'm fresh. But the difference is like ridiculous. So the only way I can win is if somebody pre-moves against me and hangs a piece. I don't think I've ever beaten a female player in this tournament. We had let's try a Slav. That's weird. Why would Black play that purposefully? So it's some sort of purposeful gambit. Capablanca or someone played a different move there. Isn't e4 here a move? e4, pawn takes bishop c4. That's a bit much. This is an actual line, right? e4 doesn't work. Pawn takes pawn. This isn't that bad for her, probably. Bishop c8 is the best move. How bad is this for Black? Theoretically, Black is worse. But I'm not so sure. I could have won a pawn there, but I'm punch drunk. I had bishop e8 and bishop takes a6. I don't know where I am anymore. I'm just too tired. Too tired to play. But I'm doing it out of my friendship with Hungarian players. Playing out of condition. Yeah, she had the... I maybe had a4. Knight a4, I mean. There. Any tactics ever? Everyone's so fast. Are they really playing bullet chess all the time, every day? For real? Is it seriously what everybody does? e4, b4? Everyone else seems fast when you're slow, I guess. But these 2200s are brutal. I mean, her FIDE rating is higher than her Elite Chess Blitz rating, which is kind of weird. I don't think that's the case very often, you know. Have a lower Elite Chess Blitz rating than your FIDE rating. It's like every single player I play in this tournament is 200 points underrated. Exactly. I have no respect for the Exchange Slav, but I'm exhausted. It's amazing how bad I've played, and I've only lost like 20 rating points. It's a draw. That's a weird move, I think, personally. But okay. It's still a draw. I'm too tired. Too tired to even play normal chess. Could I possibly win? I don't know. Maybe. Black would have to play pretty badly, actually. I think I'm playing Capablanca now. I gave up trying to win long ago. That's an interesting move. Bishop d2. Seriously, Capablanca. Her rating is criminal. I'm going to sue for rating misappropriation here. You're not allowed to have a higher FIDE rating than your Elite Chess Blitz rating. It's just not right. That's a very accurate move by Black. Seriously. It's like I'm playing a GM or something, honestly. I feel like that every game. This is how a GM would play for a win with black. Against a weaker player. Rated 20 to 58, unbeatable, you know? But what kind of 2200s can play like this on Lee chess? Like, what is she gonna do? I know she's unbeatable, but you can't, like, win the impossible position. I could pre-move. That's the only way to lose. Whew, I got a draw. It's lucky. We gotta kind of grind her down now. It's unbeatable, you know? Of course, with that opening, I don't deserve to play for a win. It's just rubbish. The Exchange Slava is just stupid. Fekete Bari in second place, 11th place. Ahead of some really strong players, these guys. So that's not an outlier. That win against me. Now I get a stronger player theoretically. Oh, he's about the same as the last one. How do I keep getting tricked into this? Tricking me into playing this variation. You did this to me last time? How did you do that? Knight f3, c5, c4, and I played knight f6. Tricked me. I don't even play this. It's ridiculous. He did this to me last time, too. $23.87. If I didn't play in this tournament, I'd be like 25.20 or something. But every week I'm sacrificing 50 rating points for nothing out of the kindness of my heart. Admittedly, I'm playing like garbage tonight. This is my worst All-Star Arena ever. Worse than the others. My play is horrific. But still, I shouldn't lose rating points. Suffering. The arena of suffering. What do you got for me? Not a very exciting line. It seems like the English is a specialty of the Hungarian All-Star Arena. But I'm also a contributor to that. If I had any guts, I would stop playing knight f3 in the first move and c4 and start playing like real openings. So what's up? Like, if I play e6, I'm going to have a big fat weakness. Not really good. This might be okay. Or it might not. There's two possibilities. Maybe, maybe not. I'm just really sloppy and tired. I won one game in this arena. It looks like Gobix is just cleaning up. He rested all day. Fresh now. Alright. Tournament organizers always have a distinct advantage. I don't know, Schieberspieler is very good player. Very strong in all time controls. Blitz, Rapid, Bullet. Also Classical. He's one of the higher rated players. I think in Rapid, actually. I don't know about Classical, but very impressive. Excellent style. Got to appreciate his game. Groveling for a draw. That's why I play the Accelerated Dragon type of stuff. I like to grovel. The structure is solid. I just enjoy groveling. I'm a groveler by nature. Yeah, he's super solid. I mean, I want to stop playing Knight F3. I'm not kidding. That's a cool move. They call him the Groveler. What happened? H4. Uh-oh. We should consider trading queens at some point. Wow, he didn't want to trade queens. He almost never allows any sort of tactics. There is no tactic, ever. Can't even, like, move my pieces. Practical chances. What a wonderful game by White. But that seems a risky decision. Bizarre. It's a crazy game. It's over, thank God. Thank God it's over. Gobs with the 2800 performance, winning the tournament. K Florian with a 2800 performance, winning the tournament. Second place, 2800 performance. And Joppy King with 2658, like a human level. Impressive. We had visiting Star Kozak Adam, 4th. Mr. Olka, 5th. This I Am is 6th. Chunkabala, 7th. Mouse Clicker, 8th. Kim, the FM. No, that's a different guy. Soul Kim, I don't know who that is. 9th. And I'm like, I don't know where I am. Not even on the second page. I'm 23rd place. That's sick, man. Terrible. Horrible. Anyway, I'm just not in any condition to play chess, guys. It's hard to be a chess teacher and compete with these guys. But I think we need to as a team, the All-Stars need to gain a few more rating points. We're not like cannibalizing each other. Everyone massively underrated in this field. So anyway, thanks guys for watching. For my own viewers, I know you guys might not want to watch me suffer, but I feel an obligation to play. Thanks everyone for joining us. I'm gonna tune out. We're gonna be back with fresh slow blitz tomorrow, 5+3 with the viewers. Thanks guys for playing and for watching, and for analyzing and for watching. My Twitch is not really with us. That was painful, man. Now I've got to go get my rating points back. But like, it's just like getting your head handed to you with these guys. The link to the streamer is suffering. Do we have a link for this? Are you serious? I mean, that tournament is just ridiculous, 2800 performances. But everyone I played is like a genius. Alright guys, it was fun. I'll see you next time. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye. From the Ponda. Anyway, good game analysis, guys. I will see you all tomorrow morning. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for Tranquilizer. Watching me fail to win with Knight and Bishop versus King. We taught him that last month and he still forgot. Horrible. What a disgrace. Bye-bye.